Sitting like Thunderbird 3, this is the Church of St Andrew in Coston, Leicestershire. It possesses that lovely patina of ironstone which gives it that rusty kind of look. This slim tower is possibly the church's most distinctive feature, rising from within the body of the church and topped by a spire. The Roundheads were in this area in 1646, and much of the carvings may have been deliberately defaced. It's not really known when the tower was constructed, but the church stands on sloping ground, and there may have been sound structural reasons for building the tower inside rather than outside the existing church. This is kind of cute. It's a stoop for holy water. This is the older south aisle, built in the 14th century. The good old Victorians raised the floor substantially in the 19th century in the chancel. The aisle roof sits on 4 carved stone corbels on the north side, including one with an angel holding a shield. In here you have a nave with a clerestory above, north, south aisles and a west tower, which is largely within the nave, and a chancel. This is possibly the oldest part of the church, the window with a round head and very deeply splayed inside, almost certainly part of a church built in the 1170s. In 1886, the Reverend here was a man called Temple Crozier. Sounds like a spy. His son bore the same name, but instead of walking the nave, he decided to walk the boards and went to London to become an actor. In August 1896, he was at the Novelty Theatre in Queen Street, London, in a play called The Sins of the Night, a melodrama. He played a swarthy Spaniard by the name of Manuel Ramez, who had seduced and murdered the sister of a Creole by the name of Pablo, a fellow actor who he had been extremely chummy with. Roll on the 5th act of the play. Pablo was to confront Ramez and avenge his sister's murder by stabbing her assailant through the heart. The audience watched, engrossed in the play. The vengeful Creole confronted his adversary, raised his dagger and plunged it into his chest. As the stricken Spaniard fell, Pablo stalked off the stage, uttering the lines, "I have kept my oath, my sister is avenged, die, villain, die." The curtain comes down, but Mr. Murray, another actor in the company, notices that Temple Crozier's face has begun to turn white. He ran over to him, who lying on his back with a knife sticking from his chest. The actor whispered, "Go away, I'm all right." The dagger was drawn from his chest, and he was asked again if he was okay, to which Crozier replied, "It's all right, don't worry." A minute later, he was dead. And here on the north wall in the chancel is the memorial plaque to the rector's son, aged just 24 years. The oldest part is this west wall, dating from around 1070. The slight projection you can see here on the west at the centre of the current tower suggests that the church may have once had a bell cot before the tower was built. Now, it may not at first appear it, but this glass in this window is 600 years old. This font in the south aisle is of the late 14th or 15th century and would have replaced an earlier one. So there you have the lovely ironstone church of St Andrew in Coston, Leicestershire.